What's up, chat? We're on the final table of the 109 PKO. Chat, let's get a dub. Lost the last session. We're down about full. Our last bankroll was 15,000. We're now at 12, so we're down about 3,000, about 3K from Sunday's grind, which is fine, right? We bought into the 630 high roller. Two different tournaments, but fired 3 bullets. We bought into the 1K Rumble in the Jungle for $1,000 buy-in, and we busted out the tournament 15th. So that's how that happened. A7 off here. I'm gonna fold because I'm not gonna call a jam here with all this action behind when there's like a rejam or whatever it is. But we come into the final table of the 109 PKO in first place. And also having first place chip stack, we also have, or we had the most bounties. This guy just won a huge bounty. Not sure how or when, because, okay, he was on the other table, so he's probably knocked someone out or 2 people out and picked up a huge bounty. We get jacks from +1, and this can be a huge spot here because I do have the chip lead. They're gonna assume I'm opening wide, and a flat here is strange. If there's a jam, we're gonna rejam, obviously, for a min bounty. But this is scary when he just flats. A lot of times it's going to be a big hand that's not gonna fold, waiting on someone to jam, and then in that case we just run into it. But here with jacks and a shot at 2 bounties for sub 25 bigs, I think we run with it. We ship it. Let's see what Ndox 007 does. Folds. Dodge a king. Hit a jack. Don't get there. We lose some chips, but we're still in first place. Lose some chips, but we're still in first place. A6 off. We're going to fold here. My goodness, chat. Jacks from +1 get jammed on by king 6, and we don't hold. It's unfortunate. We're also in the 33 PKO. We're in 4th place of 21, so a lot of poker just still yet to be played here. We pick up a pair. We will focus on the final table though. I'll just show this hand and then I'll switch back to the 109. I think the final tables are more interesting to watch, honestly. And you get a lot more action. 10-10 for 1 over to our 9s, which is phenomenal. I think we go for value here, and I didn't see he had 3.5. I would have put him all in. Oh, what's up, big bro? I'm trying. I am trying. I am on a 2-minute delay, so if you're watching this, I saw your comment the moment you dropped it, but why am I in this account? I don't understand. What other account would I have? Nova Toxic. I don't understand what else. This is my only account. You just drop the comment on Twitch, but this is my only account. Jack 7, we can defend here. Our small. This is not your account, buddy. I don't understand. Can you clarify? Fold here or check. I mean, this is clearly my account. I don't know. I don't even know who Nova Toxic is. I just logged into Twitch. and this is clearly my account. I am live on my account, Layman Poker, or Forever Young 23. Check fold. No idea. Uh, check. Let me take this off. Nova, toxic. What are you talking about? You're saying this isn't my account. Like, am I being streamed on someone else's platform, or is it on Forever Young 23? You're watching on Twitch, so if you're saying this isn't my account, I need clarification. Because like I don't know what's going on. But I am on a 2-minute delay, so you won't see my response to your comment um, until 2 minutes from when I say it or you drop the comment. Ace deuce suited, we will be c betting pretty much 90% of the time on a queen high flop. There's justification to go check check, um, but I just feel that bluffing out king x small pairs is a necessary thing to do with a bad kicker on my ace. If I had like ace jack ace 10, I would deviate to going to checking a lot to preserve my chip stack on the final table, but unfortunately that would not be the case. King queen in the 33 PKO. I will open, right? 4 out of 19 currently. So 10 off the money, 11 off. Yeah, no, it pays the final table. So 10 off the money, 10 off the final table. Okay, top pair, good kicker, deuce, king, deuce 3. Not much he can have here. He is defending from the small, so he could have like 4 or 5 suited, but those hands are probably gonna fold quite often. So we'll check here, give him a free card, and then we'll do a delayed c bet. He bets. I think we can just call here. That would suck, right? If he has the clubs, he bets, he barrels. We're gonna call here and probably beat, I don't know, queen jack, jack 10. Every now and then it's a flush draw. That a runner, it's 3-4. Oh wow. Oh wow. Right. Every now it's just a jack so often there when we check. Well, he bets the turn for some reason and then gets there on the river, which is just so frustrating. But it's fine, right? We still have above average chip stack and whatever, right? We lose a bunch. Jack 10 suited. This is the new chip leader. I have no idea what happened. He folds, and our dilemma here in this spot is that if we open, we get jammed on way too often. If we flat, we get jammed on way too often. There's going to be 6 bigs in the middle, so these guys will fight tooth and nail for those big blinds. So we're going to fold here. We're going to fold here. I'll fold there. And see what happens. Now, once everyone folds, right, okay, 3-bet. So this is what I was concerned about. If we flat, he doesn't 3-bet, he jams. And then we're in a bad situation with jack high. Would love to play this hand in a later position, right? If I was the cutoff, I would call. With less people to get it by, but king 10. However, if this folds to me, I open. Okay, we shall open. If it folds around, we're gonna call a jam here for 13 bigs and a bounty and a $37 bounty. We'll be behind, right? Very often we'll be behind. What do we do versus a 3-bet from the chip leader? That's one of my biggest questions. A flat, okay. So we'll be in position no matter what if we elect to play this hand. Top pair, blocking straight draws. Don't have a club. With top pair and a mediocre kicker, I think I would want to check if I had a club. Without a club, I think we need to protect some bad turns. Even though we're blocking the straights and stuff, I think we just put chips in the middle and take it down. 54 bigs. So we're still in second. Nothing really going on in 33 PKO. Lost that one hand I showed you where dude had 3-4 and kind of just folded ever since. But that literally 3-4 offsuit is not a hand you need to be playing like ever at all, like ever. I mean, I could have bet the flop, but like I'm not expecting someone to have 3-4, and I gave all the reasons why it was a good idea to check, and I still think that line was valid because you're not gonna put 3-4 in someone's range. I'll fold here. Let's check out some of the bounties here. So min bounty here for 17, 50, 23, 25, min 37. This is the one we're really interested in. And then 37 as well for 40, 62 bounty, but he covers us, which is, you know, by 7 bigs. It's not that big of a deal. Min bounty. And then this one is 93. $93 when we cover him. So huge bounty here, obtainable bounty here, and then everything else we're indifferent against, right? We're not going to play very wide versus a lot of these players. We will play very wide versus this player. And this player we proceed cautiously. A jam, a open, and a jam. Okay. First impression is this is a very small bounty. It doesn't make sense to gamble here for such a small bounty. Shows a king. Oh shit. Okay, that's 3's full. Alright. 2-3. The only way we play this hand is if for some reason this guy raises to 2. If he raises less than all in, and I have the option to call without there being a 3-bet. Other than that, we will be folding this deuce 3. Oh man. A raise. I guess we can call here. One big to win 4.6 and then just expect to fold. Okay, no, now we fold. But if it went open at 2, call 2, and we have to risk one big blind to win 7, then we just call, right? And then expect to fold 95, 96% of the flops. Would have folded this, flopped a pair, but still folded, right? This is going to be a fold or a jam. It's going to be a fold, right? If it comes to me, I have the option to jam covering for a bounty, and then he still has to fold wide because there's a lot of ladders he can catch, and we are not in the money right now. We are not in the money. Only 4 players get paid in this 109. So this is not a call, by the way. You should not be all in with King Queen offsuit person under the gun raised. That is just crazy. It's at least it's for a min bounty. But anyone that opens under the gun, you have to expect your king queen to not be good. Do I bluff 9 high? Well, he takes the option away from me, so we fold. And someone was trolling. I guess this guy Nova Toxic, whatever his name is on Twitch, was trolling. I'm streaming and he's saying that I'm streaming on someone else's account. I was like, how does that even make sense? It was so off, like off kilter, that I was like, I logged into Twitch just to make sure that like my account didn't get hacked or something. I don't know. That was crazy. But this is my account. Pocket fives. Okay, it's pretty cool. An above min bounty here in the small. He may be electing to defend his blind. Hopefully, right? If we have to flip versus 2 overs, we're fine. Hopefully, he doesn't wake up with pocket sixes, right? Any pair he's gonna jam, right? Threes, fours, deuces, he's gonna jam. Other than that, he has great odds versus fives. But it goes fold, fold, and take it down. And I open to a larger opening size one because we have a larger chip stack, and also I want to give added equity or added whatever it's called. I'm slipping on the word to this guy to fold, and the big blind as well. Give him worse odds to call. But final table of the 109 chat. I'm so happy. I haven't, like, it's been a couple weeks maybe since I've been on the final table. Last time I played, I busted the $1,000 buy-in for the I forgot the name of it, but I busted 15th. I busted like 7 off the money or something like that, and I was frustrated because it was blind versus blind, and I had ace 5 suited, and I was in the small, he was in the big, and I open, he raises, and I 4-bet jam. No, I 3-bet jam ace 5 blind versus blind, thinking like, all right, if I can get him to fold, I'm gonna be straight. It'll be an easy path to the final table. What's up with this ace jack, ace jack? Earlier was ace queen, but I think I was on the other table, so you guys didn't get to see it. I don't even know, and they were both in the blind. It was small versus big. I don't even know if ace jack off. Well, no, in the blinds for sure. You just have to assume you have the best hand. Okay, we see an all in here. Excuse me. All in from the cutoff. And this is a larger than min bounty, so have to expect he's going to get called wide by someone. This guy is just deciding whether or not to. He tank jams with ace queen, so I guess he was trying to get someone to call. And he doubles up. Now they have roughly the same chip stack and the same bounty. Alright, we're still in second. in the 109 PKO. Oh, blind versus blind. We're gonna be seeing a lot of that. Blind versus blind jams, or button versus blinds. The button jamming into the blinds, especially if he covers. So we will see a lot of that. Because a lot of these chip stacks just are forced to fold, right? This guy is forced to call, which is the difference, being the smallest chip stack at the table, 11 bigs, and only 4 players, but he has to have 4 people bust before him. So if we jam wide, he's going to call, right? So I can't jam 10-9 suited or whatever it is, blind versus guy. Because if he wakes up with queen high, he's gonna be forced to call realistically. Covering for a bounty, one big blind with queen 7, queen 8 offsuit is the line here. Queen 8 offsuit is what you want to defend from the big. I do know that for a fact, but that would be in a normal tournament. With this being a bounty tournament, I think we should just call and then fold if we do not improve. Please bluff. Please bluff. Don't make me bluff, bruh. Don't make me waste chips. Okay, great. Thank you. Golly. Thank you so much, sir. No, this is the final table. This is the final table. The other one is here. This is the 33. I'm on the final table right now. This one. You see the thing that says skip break? Anytime you see this up here, you know you're on the final table. If it gives you the option to skip. Just because I'm on the final table, this is a smaller field. So that doesn't mean that you're in the money. It pays 4 players. So this is the final table, big bro. But on the other tournament, we're down to 12 bigs. We're in a rough spot. Honestly, we're like 10 out of 15. Average chip stack is 27 in the 33. The good thing is that we're profitable on this tournament. I can show you here. Let me see. Fold. Maybe you can't see. So we'll scroll up here. Layman Poker. Let me go down a little bit. We've cashed this tournament. We've got $60 in bounties. You can see my name, and this is the bounty. And this 33 PKO. I'm gonna ship this for 11 bigs. We don't cover anyone, but we get snap called. Hopefully it's 2 broadways. He's gonna call with like king queen, king jack suited, and we're doing fine against those. He's gonna call with small pairs, 6s, 5s, 4s, 3s, deuces. So that's the deuces. This is ace 10. That's aces and 3. Any card over a 10 and we chop, this guy's bounty. Okay, aces and jacks. Oh, 10 high plays now. No. So yeah, any card over the 10 we chop, and then the board pairing jack gives him a better kicker with his, but we both have 2 pair, but then gives him a better kicker. So anything other than runner, we chop this guy's bounty. Unfortunately, we bust the 33. But we're still, we see queen jack, we're 7-10. He jammed for, it looks like 12 bigs. And he's going to double up. He does. So we busted the tournament. Let me scroll down. But it was profitable here. Let me scroll up. Damn it. You can see right here. This is a $33 tournament. We had cash with $60 in bounties. So we did profit in that tournament. But now let's focus on the final table. That one's over with. King 8. We're going to fold here. I'm not going to call 17 bigs. And he has a chip stack that has to jam when he picks up any 2. He's not going to have a lot of flatting ranges, so I think it's easier just to fold. Always, when you're on a final table or you're three off the money, we're three off the money, it's always important to know where the small chip stacks is. The large chip stacks you're indifferent against. It does not matter realistically where a large chip stack is. The small chip stacks is where you need to know where they are. You always have to be mindful of the small chip stacks because they put a added dynamic in the game of poker, especially in a bounty tournament. But even if this wasn't a bounty tournament, you will price yourself in to make a call um, if you open or flat because the amount of chips that's in the middle versus the amount of chips that you wager, you will price yourself in to make a call. And if you're not mindful of where the small chip stacks are, you are going to give away chips. So a large chip stack it's indifferent. It doesn't want it wants to preserve its chips because he has a better chance at winning a tournament. The small chip stacks are forced to, if there's like five bigs in the middle and he has 15, he will pick up one third of his chips by just going all in, by not flatting, by not giving you an option to see a flop. hmm hmm Realistically, I want this guy to go all in, win, and then this bounty for $62 is now obtainable. But it doesn't happen. But we do cover both of them. So idealistically, it was fine. We've got eights here. 3-bet coming in. It sucks when it's under the gun and then +1, because all of the marginal hands are going to be forced to fold now, right? So this king jack or king queen offsuit that we saw jam all in earlier and lose, they're no longer going to jam. Covering for a bounty, it is for 37. I'm going to ship this. This is going to be a lot of ace, king, ace, queen, ace, jack. It's never going to be, and then it's never going to be a pair smaller than eights, but also it's going to be a lot of queens, jacks, and tens as well. But I'm going to ship this, chat. Good luck to us. It is queens. We need an 8. I just have ace king one time. I kind of knew it was going to be queens, jacks, or tens when he raised less than all in. It made a whole lot of sense. I'm going to ship. We went from second place of the tournament to nothing. Under the gun, I'm going to ship king, queen for 10 bigs. I should have folded. My first impression was to just fold the eights, but I think I called. We need a queen, chat. We're going to bust the 109 here without a queen.